Hello and welcome to StudyIQ. I am your friend Rahul Saigaonker. And in today's agenda, we're going to talk about the concept of circular economy. I'm quite sure you have many questions in your mind. The first question is, sir, what exactly is the circular economy? You'll get the answer to this. The second question would be, sir, why are we discussing about the circular economy? What has happened? What is the news? We'll talk about the news also. In fact, we are going to analyze comprehensively the meaning of circular economy. Is India a circular economy? What are the challenges in India becoming a circular economy, and what can be the way forward for India to get to that level of becoming a circular economy? That is going to be the real agenda of this particular discussion. Now, to begin here, I have put a question for you, not the topic per se, but the question. A typical mains kind of a question. Concept of a circular economy has gained immense popularity in recent times as it provides a sustainable solution to the current linear economy model. Now you can see here circular economy and its counterpart, that is linear economic model. Now by now you must have already deciphered that India is actually a linear economy model, and we are trying to turn Indian economic model into circular economy model, or at least that is the agenda of our discussion. Now in light of this particular statement, you have to examine how transitioning into circular economy is going to give benefits to India. That's the question, and it's a very relevant discussion for GS paper 3 for UPSC civil services examination. Right, let's jump into our discussion, and for this question, the content, the fodder would be available in our discussion. The first question, sir, why are we discussing this? What exactly has happened because of which we are talking about the circular economy? Now recently the EACPM, that is Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister of India, that office has released a report. The report is titled India's Tryst with Circular Economy. Now this is the report, very interesting report. In fact, this EACPM is the advisory council which has the ear of the Prime Minister of India, that is Narendra Modi. Now they have released a report suggesting that India should work towards becoming a circular economy. The first thing first, before understanding circular economy, we need to know about this EACPM, this Economic Advisory Council of Prime Minister. It is an independent body to give advice to the Prime Minister of India on the economic and other related issues. Now it consists of many prominent economists, many prominent personalities like Dr. Bibek Debroy, Sanjeev Sanyal, Rakesh Mohan sir, Neelkant Mishra sir, Nilesh Shah. So many people are involved in this, and they advise the Prime Minister of India on economic matters, and they have released this report. That's why we are discussing this. Now, for your first question, so what is the meaning of the circular economy? Circular economy, the name itself suggests, means in the economic model, the inputs have to move in a circular direction. Right now, we are a kind of a linear model. That means the input will come. We use our resources. For example, if I have to create this particular pen, I take out the materials, I create this pen, I use this pen, then I throw this pen. That's a linear model. The input is coming and it is going out as waste. But a circular model focuses on recycling it, reusing the input again. That is the basic meaning. In fact, the report begins with a very beautiful quote by Victor Hugo. India's tryst with circular economy. Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. You might use these kind of quotes in your essay writing also. So I hope by now we have understood what is a circular economy. A circular economy is one where the means of production are organized in such a way where we focus around reusing stuff, we focus around recycling the stuff, especially the inputs, so that it is a sustainable way of production, it is a sustainable way of consumption. It is going to benefit the businesses, it is going to benefit the country, it is going to benefit the economy, it is going to benefit the environment as well, right? Now the next question. So how do we define exactly? I got the definition here, but what are the principles of circular economy? So the basic principle of circular economy can be given in these three features. The first one is to design your economy from cradle to cradle model. That means the input that you take, you create a product out of it, you use the product, and again try to use the waste material or try to use the end product again and bring it into a circular model. First is the cradle to cradle design. The second aspect is to ensure on using clean and renewable energy, because we are talking about sustainable development, we are talking about sustainable economic models. So focusing on clean and renewable energy is a must. And the third aspect is on ensuring the diversity is maintained. So these are the three basic parameters, basic tenets of any circular economy, where we focus on cradle to cradle design, we focus on clean and renewable energy, and then we focus on enhancing or maintaining the diversity that we already have. And this is very, very pertinent in all aspects, not just say in the natural ecosystem domain. I'm not talking about diversity only in the natural domain, diversity even in the technological domain. So this pervades, these principles pervade into all the aspects or all the sectors of the economy. That's the basic principle of a circular economy. Now we have established what is the meaning of circular economy, what are the principles of circular economy. The next question is, sir, is India a circular economy? Of course not. But the question is, sir, is the world a circular economy? Are developed countries circular economies? They are also not circular economies really. According to the Circularity Report 2023, globally, in the entire world, only about 7.2% of global economy is actually circular. That means we reuse, we recycle, we refurbish stuff only up to 7.2% globally, not just in India. And India is not an exception, of course. Despite all the efforts, the global production has been in such a way that we have failed to ensure to use that in a circular way. That means a lot of waste materials are created. We know the waste material end up where? In the oceans. The waste material end up where? In the landfills. We all know about that. And India is no exception to it. India is not a circular economy model as of now. India is a linear economy model. As I told you, we bring the inputs, we process the inputs, we create a product and we throw it. Have you ever wondered where has that waste material gone? There you'll understand why India is a linear economic model. Because we do not focus on recycling, reusing. Things are transformed, used, they are sold to the consumers, and once they are through the consumer or once consumer uses them, it is discarded. According to CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, India produces about 62 million tons of waste every year. 62 million tons. And have you ever thought how much is collected? Only 70% of that is collected. Around 43 million tons is collected. And please remember, about 12 million of that is actually treated. That means huge amount of waste remains actually untreated. Where does it go? It goes into your landfills. It goes into your dump yards. These things happen. That's the problem with India's linear economy model. Now the question arises, sir, fine, I understood what is the meaning of circular economy. I understood what is the meaning or what India is not a circular economy. Now the question in front of me is, are there any benefits for India in turning into the circular economy model? Of course, there are benefits. Prima facie, yes, we can say that. See, circular economy, it focuses on sustainability. That means it is going to give you a lot of benefits. First of all, from the monetary point of view, yes, but not just from the monetary point of view. It is going to give you benefits from many other aspects. For instance, it is going to protect you against the greenhouse gas emission. It is going to reduce the impact of global warming and climate change. It is going to reduce pollution. It is going to reduce your congestion. The report highlights that if we become a circular economy on India's development path, if it takes circular economy model, then annually we can save or we can turn up to 14 lakh crore rupees by 2030. That means we are going to create extra annual value of 14 lakh crore by 2030. And this is going to increase further from 14 lakh crore. This is going to increase to 40 lakh crore by approximately 2050. That means this does make a lot of economic sense in terms of monetary value. It is not just the monetary benefit that we are talking about. In fact, this is going to benefit many other sectors. For instance, if I am a businessman, if I take up the circular economy approach, I will be saving a lot of material costs. Why? Because I'll be reusing that. That means I'll be increasing my profit. For example, say I have a constructed house. I destroy that house, I destruct that house and I want to create something new. Why not use so much of material already used in construction there? Can I create another set of bricks from already broken bricks? Can I reuse the steel which has already been used in the construction equipment? All these things are going to benefit a lot, and it makes sense in every aspect. See, for example, if you are using innovative vehicle design, if you are reducing the use of fossil fuels, if you are reducing the use of non-renewable energy resources, then we are moving towards a sustainable development model. So first of all, it is going to benefit economically. It is going to benefit nation as a whole. The nation's GDP is going to enhance. It is going to benefit the environment because we are going to talk about sustainable development. It is going to benefit the economic sectors as well because we are going to save cost on material. We are going to increase our profits. So it makes sense from all the angles or all the dimensions. Now the question, sir, fine, you have made a very good case here about circular economy, the benefits of circular economy if we move towards that, but is it really so easy? Can we move towards circular economy in a very easy way? The report itself highlights that there are so many challenges. The first and the biggest challenge the report highlights is a lack of awareness among people. And when I say people, it's not just the consumers. It's a lack of awareness among consumers. It's a lack of awareness among the business people. It's the lack of awareness even among the policy makers in our nation that has been highlighted. Apart from that, there is a problem of waste management. As I told you, how many of you actually segregate your waste at home? The answer would be no for many of you, right? So waste management is a big issue in India. We need more efficient waste management system. Apart from that, we need to focus on circularity rather than recycling. As of now, our vision is very narrow on recycling. We only talk about recycling of metal. What about reusing of metal, refurbishing of metal, repairing of metal? So we need to understand the concept of circularity as a whole rather than recycling alone. That is another problem which the report highlights. Apart from that, in India, globally also, we have very limited availability of recycled metal. So we need to focus more and more on making our economy where the products that are produced, they can be recyclable again and again. Now, when we recycle also, one of the issue which is very pertinent here is downcycling. There is a belief system, or in fact, it's a reality also. It's a belief also, it's a reality also, that recycled products are of low quality, right? It should not be like that. Downcycling is a problem. That means recycled materials, the products are of lower value. That is a attitude, but it's not always true, or it should not be always true. For example, I was just watching a match of RCB a couple of days back, I think 2 or 3 days back, when RCB were wearing a jersey, green color jersey, and the commentator highlight that today's jersey is made of the RCB team and the management, the support staff. It is made up completely from recycled material. Now, is it a low value product? Of course not. That means we need to ensure downcycling is reduced. That means upcycling is needed. But the recycled product should have a better value than the earlier product also. That then we can move towards circular economy. Apart from that, there is a genuine lack of incentive towards business. Even if I want to move, I want certain incentives from the government, right? Which is completely lacking. Apart from that, R&D is very limited on circular economy in India. So we need to focus on all of these aspects. So the question is, sir, fine, circular economy definition I understood the challenges, but is our government even aware about that? You're talking about a report which has been released by Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister of India. Then is the government not aware of this? Of course, the government is. The government has initiated many steps. The government has taken initiatives like the National Resource Efficiency Policy. Under that, we also have extended producer responsibility. That means if I am a producer of certain recyclable product, then I have a duty to even collect that, right? We have extended producer liability. We have Swachh Bharat Abhiyan for solid waste management. We have Atal Innovation Mission, where the models or the plans with respect to circular economy are also being developed. Apart from that, there are many tax benefit subsidies, low interest loans are being given, especially to the recycling industry. That means, yes, of course, we are doing many things, but still India remains a linear economy model. The question that's in front of us is, are we doing anything? Yes, we are doing, but are we doing enough? What else is needed? What can be done? What can be the measures for me to suggest in my answers? Yes, I need certain plan. So what can be done in future? First of all, the government has to come up with a national level document on circular economy so that everyone is aware of that, and run huge awareness campaign to ensure that all the stakeholders know about circular economy. Not just the consumers, not just the business people, not just the policymakers, but the entire nation must know about circular economy. And once this policy is brought, that policy should be continuously monitored and evaluated. That means the share of circular products, the share of circular economy products, they need to increase more and more. It has to be evaluated continuously. Apart from that, another suggestion can be that circular economy stakeholders platform can be created. Why? To share the best practices. See, once a platform is created, then consumers can share their ideas, business people can share their ideas, experts can share their ideas, academia can share their idea, industry experts can share their ideas. So a platform can be created for circular economy itself. Apart from that, waste generation has to be reduced, yes, and we need to focus more and more on efficiently managing the waste. As I told you, first of all, 30% of waste is not collected at all. It's going somewhere down the drain. 70% of the waste that is collected, out of that, only small amount is recycled. So we need to focus on bringing efficiency in this recycling supply chain. Apart from that, we need to incentivize whoever is starting a circular economy based business model, incentivize them, right? Give them certain subsidies, give them certain benefits, incentivization. Whoever is reusing, repairing, or recycling products, give them incentives, give them SOPs, so that this aspect is more and more promoted. Apart from that, we can bring certain new circular business models which can be sustainable, which can begin. Say, for example, we have a Startup India scheme. We can begin a startup circular economy India scheme or something like that, where startups can emerge taking up these circular business models, focusing on reusing, recycling, and repairing. And these days we are talking about technology. Why don't we use this technology? Why can't we use artificial intelligence? Why can't we use blockchain technology, Internet of Things based technologies or ideas to develop more and more circular economy based models, so that in the economy these businesses, they thrive, and these businesses can actually turn Indian linear economy model into circular economy model. That's the basic idea, and these are the steps that need to be taken. All right, so that's the end of our discussion. I hope this has been a fruitful discussion or session for you, where you have understood what is the meaning of circular economy. And I also hope that with the question that we began, you have enough fodder now to attempt that question. Do answer that question. Take 250 words for answering that, right? Now, if you have liked this discussion, you can always follow me on this particular ID @Rahul Sai 222. You can always message me with your suggestions, feedback, even topic suggestions on my Instagram. I do respond on Saturdays and Sundays. Thank you for watching this video. Jai Hind.